Hey, what's going on, guys? Strifium here. Today I'm going to be talking about my spec and how I have gone for a spec that allows me to have the most damage output as an Arsenal mercenary. Before I talk about the spec, I just want to briefly share a couple of things you will want to know when either playing an Arsenal mercenary or facing an Arsenal mercenary. The first thing you need to know above all is that we aren't just a damage class. We are meant for utility. We have heals, stuns, and knockbacks. Out of all of these, the most important are those that prevent players from playing their objectives. So you would want to use knockbacks and stuns during Hutball and Voidstar the majority of the time. Another big thing with bounty hunters is that we can put out massive amounts of damage pretty much whenever we feel like it. For example, we have a wide variety of abilities such as Tracer Missile, Death from Above, which is an AoE, Fusion Missile, which is a dot, Unload, Heat Seeker Missile, and a couple others. I will touch up on how I play my bounty hunter specifically in another video, but for now, let's focus on the talent tree which I have chosen. The first you'll notice when looking at my spec is I am 3 into the healing tree and 7 into the alternate damage tree, which is mutual between both power techs and mercenaries. When we look at the arsenal tree, the first thing I'm in is Mandalorian Iron Warheads. This is going to increase the damage dealt by all the missiles you use, which is a lot, and power shot by 6%. Power shot's a very commonly used ability, and the damage buff is going to be really beneficial. Iron Sights, this is going to increase your aim by 9%, which is going to increase your overall damage dealt. So you're definitely going to want to take that. Stabilizers. This is going to reduce the pushback suffered while activating Power Shot, Concussion Missile, Tracer Missile, and Unload by 75%. You want to take that because the fact that you're going to be allowed to use your abilities quicker when suffering damage is really important. Muzzle Fluting reduces the heat cost of Power Shot and Tracer Missile by 9. You're using these abilities quite often, and the fact that they're going to be producing less heat is really important. Upgraded Arsenal, this is going to benefit you in the aspect of your high velocity gas cylinder because it's going to reduce the heat cost of Rail Shot by 8, and Rail Shot is the 4-set bonus. It has an increased crit chance of 15%. Afterburners, this is going to benefit you with both of your knockbacks. Rocket Punch, which is your second knockback, is going to have an 100% chance to knock the target back several meters. In addition, Jet Boost's knockback effect is stronger and pushes enemies 4 meters further away. That's your primary knockback. It's also an AoE and it will target everybody. Next thing you wanted to take, Tracer Missile. This is your most used ability as a bounty hunter. You need to take this. What the ability does is it reduces their armor rating by 4% for 15 seconds per stack. It stacks up to 5 times and it will leave targets vulnerable to Rail Shot. Target Tracking increases the critical bonus damage of Unload and Heat Seeker missiles by 30%. Crit, take it, you need it. Terminal Velocity, while high velocity gas cylinders is active, critical hits with missiles and Unload have a chance to vent 8 heat. This effect cannot occur more than once every 3 seconds. This is important. Whenever you have the ability to get less heat, take it. Tracer Missile now applies an additional heat signature for Light 'em Up. You need to take that. It'll make sure you don't use as many Tracer Missiles. Jet Escape. This is going to reduce the cooldown of your primary knockback jet boost by 10 seconds, and it's going to reduce the cooldown of your trinket by 30 seconds. So you're going to have a 1 minute and 30 trinket, which is going to allow you to get out of any CC, stun, any of that crap. Colto Vents, it's going to it's going to regenerate 7% of your maximum health over 10 seconds when you use Vent Heat. Tracer Lock. Tracer Missile grants Target Lock, increasing the damage dealt by the next Rail Shot by 6%. This is going to stack up to 5 times as well. Definitely go into that. Riddle increases the damage dealt by Unload by 33%. Take that. Any damage increase is a good increase. Pinning Fire. Unload has an 100% chance per hit to slow the target's movement by 50% for 2 seconds. That's really good. Barrage. Power Shot and Tracer Missile have a 30% chance to finish the cooldown on Unload and increase the damage dealt by the next Unload by 25%. This effect cannot occur more than once every 6 seconds. Power Overrides. This is going to reduce the cooldown of Concussion Missile by 15 seconds. That's really important to you guys because that's your long-term CC. Heat Seeker Missiles. This is going to fire several missiles that deal 1620 to 1708 kinetic damage. This damage is increased by 5% per heat signature. That's where your Tracer Missiles come in. When you get those stacks of heat signatures on a player, you're going to want to use Heat Seeker Missiles. It's going to do a ton of damage. Now we're going to go down over to the left to my hired muscle talent in the bodyguard tree. This is just going to increase your ranged and tech crit chance by 6%. Any crit chance increase is really good. Advanced targeting in the pyrotech tree, it's going to increase your ranged and tech accuracy by 3%. That's more or less just a filler. System collaborations, more or less just a filler. It's going to increase your haste, which is alacrity. I wanted to really get to a gyroscopic alignment jets, because when you get stunned, immobilized, knocked down, or otherwise incapacitated, you have an 100% chance to vent 8 heat. Anyway guys, that's my talent breakdown. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to toss the video a like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any questions for me, be sure to ask in the comments, send me a private message, or hit me on Facebook. I'll have a link in the description. And as always guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed.